Mike Perkins. I'm Vince Perkins. Mike got a boy, got a new boy. It's not sure it is your boy. It is your boy. Mike got a new boy. Michael got a new boy, and his name is Kevin Samuels. His name is Kevin Samuels. It's Michael's boy, and it's Robert's boy. Our brother Robert is his boy.
It's Robert's boy.
And y'all got a new boy, and obviously they like what he's saying. They feel it. They understand it. They identify with the things that he says. So in this particular video, we just gonna listen to Kevin Samuels, listen to what he say, and really, I feel like this is what I really feel like. I feel like Michael understands what he's saying, but Michael can deliver it a little bit better that he's saying, a little bit better of what he's saying. But I still feel like both of them wrong. So cue it up. Shit don't go no live in
Let's get right into it. How tall are you?
I'm 5'4" 3/4.
That size?
I'm a small. I'm probably maybe a 1-2.
Okay. And if you ranked yourself, honestly, if you ranked yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you
10.
Okay.
She was very quick to say 10. She was very quick.
And the reason she was probably aggressive is because the viral video of the young lady the average at best video, of which women have been trying, I think the women who have been looking at that video have been trying to come up with the way to attack it so that he can't, put you in this place where you're calling yourself a 6. You know what I'm saying? So she immediately is saying, I'm a 10. You know what I mean?
She did say it aggressively. I don't know the backstory, but I know immediately and aggressively she's called herself a 10.
But that's this is after the
okay.
This is after that video.
So you catching us up.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, this video, like I said, is like more recent. The average at best video where he called the girl, where the girl called herself a 5. And then he said, well, that's average. So you're average. So since you're average, what do you think that being average looking gets you? And then this girl, this is after that. So she already has it. So that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Let's get back to reality.
No, I'm in reality.
No, you're not in reality.
I'm in reality.
You're not in reality. If you're gonna be a 10, we can end this because that's not reality. You're not a supermodel.
So what are you basing?
You're not okay, man. Check that.
Okay. No.
He said, let's get back to reality. If you about to call yourself a 10, I don't want to talk to you. Hey man, I think that was rude of him to say.
It was rude.
Okay.
It was rude. It was rude. It was rude. But he's asking for a physical, he's asking for a physical number. You know what I mean? Like, how do your face look? Physical. And I mean,
he said you're not a supermodel, so you're not a 10.
Yeah, and look, he's being very logical about the number. He's saying, look, this is what a 10 is, this is what an 8 is, this is what a 9 is. He's giving you what it is, and then, I mean, because there's always a looks component in dating or attraction. It's always a looks component. So, I mean, he's not saying she's ugly. He's just saying, hold up, you're not a 10. Let's not do that.
Check that too. Let me just go ahead and say this. This bullshit that's running around with black women, they call yourself a 10, never say you don't. That is some of the most destructive psychobabble that's going around. Black women, you need to be more humble. And you're a Christian. Mm-hmm. That's not humility.
Okay. I don't think what he said.
The most destructive thing going around. He said, black women calling yourself a 10 is the most destructive thing going around. Kevin Samuels said that, not Michael Samuels.
No.
Okay.
Michael Perkins. But listening to what he said there, again, his delivery is horrible. Like, he could do way better with the delivery of it. I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying? And then let's be real. Entertainment is a component of this as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, he understands, like, you do a thing, you know what I'm saying? You're going to do a caricature of yourself. So he's caricaturing himself at this point. You know what I'm saying? He's the guy that said average at best. But it doesn't benefit her to call herself a 10 when she's clearly not a 10. It just makes me as a dude say, well, she's delusional.
You're saying clearly not a 10, but you agree that looks are subjective.
I
asked the question.
No.
Okay.
I don't think that looks are subjective.
You don't think looks are subjective?
No, I think that when you get close, like there are some people who think Kelly Rowland looks better than Beyonce. And then there's people who think Beyonce looks better than Kelly Rowland. I'm talking about when it's close, that's when you talk about subjective. But I don't think she's close to a 10. Not to say that she's ugly, because again, it's not about her being ugly. Even if she's average, by virtue of the word average and the definition of average.
That's a 5.
But everybody's average though, by virtue of what average is. You know
Somebody got to be average.
No,
because
everybody's average. Most people are average.
Yeah, that's the most, because you got up, and then you got down, and you got the middle, which is average, which is where most of us lie.
Yeah, like if I say I'm average looking, that's not a diss to me. I look like everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
What you think you are? What you think you are?
Whatever average is.
So you like a 6?
6.
You think you're a 6?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that.
It's pretty high. Okay.
Well, for one, I know that I was made in God's image, and
God knows
made,
he's not perfect, ma'am.
right.
So everybody's a 10.
I'm not gonna
so,
get up here and call myself a 4 or a 2 because I'm definitely
well, let me.
The alternative to a 10 is not a 2. Okay, that's not like oh, I'm not gonna call myself a 2. Well, we're not saying you're a 2. We're saying that you're not a 10, which is okay to not be a 10. It's okay. I don't think I'm a 10. I'm fine with that. You know,
you fine with a 6 though?
I'm not really. I don't.
You fine with a 6? You fine with a 6?
I don't think I'm a 6.
Okay, well then tell me what you think you are then. Just tell the people what you think you are. Don't think, first of all, you got a ponytail. Okay, you got to put, so before you rate yourself, understand you got a ponytail with fucking wavy with baby hair coming in the front. So with that being said, what do you think you are?
A 10. We put it that way. A 10.
Okay.
A 10. That's funny to me that you go to describe my whole situation.
Is this it?
Yeah.
You want to tell me you're a 10? You're a 10?
I'm a Christian woman. I'm
No. I said physically. You can be a Christian woman, but this.
Yeah, physically. I'm beautiful.
You're physically a 10. Then what is Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Rihanna? What are they?
Whatever they consider themselves to be.
See, this is that bullshit.
He's like, okay, to reiterate, which I know y'all can see and hear the video, but to reiterate, he's only talking about your physical appearance, not your job, not your spirituality, not the way you take care of your children, not the way you cook. He's only talking about the physicalness, the here, the here, and the busted. So that's what he's talking about.
Some of your videos.
Bullshit, y'all. This is when I start to get upset because you ladies say you want help, but then when you start getting into it, your ego gets into it. Put your dick up.
It's not, honestly, Kevin.
This is bullshit.
He told her to put her dick away, and you know. I'm not gonna. I don't know her.
That might take her down to a 2.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't see. It's a beautiful girl. It's a beautiful girl. If you got a penis, I'm gonna go ahead and you gotta go down to a 2 at least.
I mean,
a girl with a penis is a 2.
A girl with a penis is a 2.
So I mean, you could be beautiful. If Beyonce had a penis, she would be a 2. All right, and I'll leave you to find out if Beyonce got a penis or not.
Straight.
You can go to my Instagram now and you see that's how I carry myself.
Okay, you can. I don't care how you call yourself. A 10 is supermodel looks.
Okay.
Are you
I'm far from ugly, honey.
I didn't say that.
She doing it. Yeah. She doing it. Like if we calling a 10 supermodel, and then you're saying, well, I'm far from ugly. Well, nobody said you could be far from a 0 and still be a 6. That's 5 notches, 6 notches from a 0.
Right.
You could be you could be a 7. That's far from you. She's doing it where she doesn't want to do anything. She doesn't want to accept anything.
And it's like I say, that, like, knowing where you stand from a physical standpoint, you know what I mean? From a physical standpoint, it's a component of dating. It's a component of relationships and being social. Knowing where you stand, knowing your number or whatever, knowing a roundabout where you are, it's in your favor. It benefits you because then you know where you stand. Knowing where you stand is so beneficial to you. Like, it just is. Knowing roundabout where... Now, look, you may be off a number. You may say, I'm a 70, you might be a 6. You may say you're a 70, you might be an 8. But knowing a roundabout is very much beneficial to you. Because saying you're a 10, like, I don't care how she look right now. She look delusional. That's what she looks like.
I mean, we rating on physicality alone, physicalness. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the young lady.
You don't have to know.
What you think she is?
About what, a 5?
Think she about a 5?
Yeah, but nothing's wrong with that. That doesn't. She's dateable.
You would date a 5?
Yeah.
So
You made this combative, man. If you really want to say you're a 10, that's fine. But show me what the model contracts are.
I don't want to be a model.
I didn't ask you whether you want to be a model or not.
Somebody asked me today.
But you're not. But ma'am,
model?
you're not a. But you're not that. Come on.
Okay. Well, you said show me where the model contract. Somebody asked me today. Oh, do you model?
Let's try this. Let's try this again. Where would you honestly rank yourself?
I just told you.
A 10.
Yeah. No. Maybe to you I'm not, but beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
No. So you're a 10.
Can you pause that? Okay. You just said beauty is in the eye of the beholder. People who are gonna comment on this are gonna say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. When we're splitting hairs, of course beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But we can't lie to ourselves or be naive enough to say that we don't know the difference between Gabrielle Union and Gabrielle Sidibe. Beauty is not in the eye of the beholder to the point where
Gabrielle Union and Precious. This is getting deep.
Yeah, but you can't be you can't be that naive. Now, does it say that Gabrielle Sidibe is not a nice person? She doesn't deserve to be happy? No. But she can't have Gabrielle's Union's dating standards. She just can't because there's a component of attractiveness and looks that exist. Now, if you want to be naive and say it shouldn't matter, that's
what I'm saying. When you saying dating standards, like I automatically think, why can't Precious have Gabrielle Union's dating standards? Because the standard is, I want a guy that treats me well. I want a guy that respects me. I want a guy that, that's clean. He cleans himself. I want a guy that with a nice job. Like, why can't she? These are standards. She could have the same standards as Gabrielle Union. I mean, just because she Precious don't mean like she can't have no standards.
I'm not saying she can't have any standards. You just tend to zero me. That's what you just did. You just tend to zero me.
Well, tell me how
So what I'm saying is that one ended up with Dwayne Wade and another one ended up with a white guy we don't know. And you've seen the white guy. He's not an ugly guy. He's just a regular looking white guy.
So you don't think Precious could have got Dwayne Wade?
I don't think that. I think that if she got Dwayne Wade, we'd be like, what's going on? What's going on there?
We wouldn't accept that.
No, not to say we wouldn't accept it. We would ask, what's going on there? Like, usually when you see two people together, it makes sense. Usually. Like, again, people are going to say, exception. It only proves that the rule exists. So everybody's going to comment with an exception. Understand, the rule is the rule. You're going to say the exception. Usually when people are dating, you look at them and you say, oh, that makes sense. For the most part.
Russell Wilson and Sierra.
That makes sense.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Makes sense.
Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union.
Makes sense. Most of them make sense. And there's a physical component.
Name one of them that don't make sense so we can know
the one to the
rule.
The one that I saw that didn't make sense when I was is D'Angelo and Angie Stone. D'Angelo is how does it feel guy, obviously. Angie Stone is just like I wouldn't consider her.
But they do the same. They make that neo soul music though.
They do, but from a physical standpoint, it just doesn't make sense.
Oh, but I mean, it makes sense for them to feel each other for their career.
I'm saying, but from a physical standpoint, it generally makes sense. And that one physically doesn't make sense.
Okay.
That's an exception. But again, exceptions only prove that the rule exists. So the rule is, it generally makes sense. You know what I'm saying? or some extreme thing. Like there's some ugly ass rappers with some nice looking young ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Jay-Z is not the prettiest motherfucker.
He's not.
Probably is.
But
you a 6? He's probably like a 5.
But a 5?
I don't know.
I'm one above Jay-Z.
Hey man, you put yourself at a 6. Nobody told you to do that.
Right, man. What about the baby hair?
Hey man, I feel that Jay-Z got baby hair too. May not be his hair, but it's baby hair.
Yeah.
Okay. So are there any women that are higher?
Are you saying I'm not? Tell me why I'm not.
No. I'm asking you. No,
I'm
asking you.
Tell me why I'm not.
No, you're not questioning. So you're on my. So you mean to tell me that there are no women that are more attractive than you?
What?
I'm asking.
It's hard.
If you're a 10, that means you're at the top.
It's like I'm not.
If you're a 10, that means you're at the top.
If I'm a 10,
an
I'm
8
not.
plus a 100 on a test is as high. No.
No woman.
Back it down.
No, I'm telling you.
Back it down. A 100 on a test is as high as you can go. It's a perfect grade. You're saying you're a 10, a 100 on the test. Are you saying that there's nobody who scores higher than you on looks? You're in the top percentile worldwide.
Possibly.
Oh shit!
So
see that's what. See,
but that's
if you would have answered the question right, I would have rolled with you.
But that's when it gets real because it's like and that's why it's so detrimental. Because again, if I'm on a date with you, with her, and she's not a bad looking young lady at all. It's just that if I'm dating her feeling like she's a 10 doesn't benefit her because I'm dating her. So I gotta believe it. But if I don't believe it, then it's just like, nah, she's delusional. The date is over. And she's so regular looking. She's decent looking. I can find another one of her that doesn't do that. Because that's all it is. It's just like, well, nah, I don't have to date that. I don't have to date a woman who does that. Because that's not I don't want to be around women who do that. And look.
Do that.
And there's a difference between confidence and this.
And delusionalness.
And delusion. There's a difference between confidence and delusion. And look, he hasn't got raw. Like, he hasn't, like, killed her. You know what I'm saying? That got really crazy. But at the same time, it's just like, I know that women want to be like, well, he's disrespecting or whatever. But it's just like, no, he hasn't done anything. She's the one saying she's a 10. And he has to say, look, if we're going to do this.
He's asking a question.
He's asking questions.
He's asking questions. That don't seem like she want to answer.
Nope.
Because answering the question reveals what's really going on. And I understand that because I get that a lot. He's
reflecting.
He's asking questions. He's just asking questions. And that's a good question. Like if you 10 is the top of the total pole. So if you a 10 and you ain't nobody above you then.
And I get it.
But,
like,
that's just a question. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's no. You a 6.
No comments on high. I don't want no numbers at the bottom. I don't want
6.
any numbers.
Ain't gotta be no number. You a 6. You a self-proclaimed 6. So there's no reason for nobody to give you no numbers. You a 6.
That's cool.
Smooth.
I'm a good person.
Whatever.
Honestly, but it doesn't matter to me. No other woman I'm intimidated by. Not one. I'm not. Maybe by the world standards, I'm not, because I'm darker. I don't know what's the
that's
reason.
Some bullshit.
I don't know.
See, that's the thing. That I always say, thank you for saying it. Thank you. I knew we were going to get to it eventually. Eventually, we were going to get to the colorism argument. And see, the problem is, man, when you women walk around with this inflated estimation of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry, wait. Because she put the camera, y'all saw when she put the camera at. See, when she thought she wasn't looking good, what did she do? What did she do?
Titties.
What did she do when she feel like she was losing?
Right.
When she feel like she was winning, she just showed her face. When she feel like she may have been losing a little bit, what did she do?
And that's what I'm saying. It's
what
like
did she do?
She showed her titties. You don't benefit from that. You actually, you know what's so crazy about knowing where you stand?
What about your personality?
Right.
What about your looks? You just want to show your breasts, huh?
Right. Well, I'm losing now. But the thing about knowing where you stand, you can negotiate higher. You can always negotiate higher if you know where you stand. Like if you got a bungalow on the west side of Detroit off Plymouth Road and you're trying to sell it for $200,000, I'm going to tell you no, and you're probably not going to sell that house. But if you know that that bungalow is worth $45,000 and you say, well, look, I'm going to do this and do that, maybe I can get 50, maybe 52. Now you can negotiate a little bit higher because you know how much it's worth. But if you're just trying to sell it for $200,000, somebody's going to say kick rocks. All up and down Plymouth Road, kick rocks. You cannot negotiate something that we can physically see is not the thing that you're saying it is. It just sounds delusional. As much as selling a bungalow on the west side of Detroit off Plymouth Road for $200,000. That's how ridiculous she sounds.
I heard the property over there is going up. It's going up over there. So that's just what I heard. I don't want to, disrespect no relatives over there. I want to make sure everybody is respected in this.
Life tells you what lane you're in, whether you want to admit to it or not.
So are you saying colorism doesn't?
No, I'm not going down first off, I'm not going down the colorism path because I'm saying if you were a dime, you'd be gone by now. Because dimes get taken like that.
Possibly, or treasure is hidden.
Okay.
Treasure is hidden.
Again, this is what goes on. She's gonna die on this hill. Because it's about my ego. I've listened to many black women parrot this stuff, especially after that average at best video. I've heard women tell women, you should never say this, you should never say that. And you know what? The only people y'all are hurting is yourself.
I believe it to a certain extent. I don't believe, again.
Like what he's saying.
I believe what he's saying. But it is because it's just more of y'all than it is us. So if I see you, and I think you're attractive, rather attractive, but then you saying stuff like she's saying, then I'm just gonna move on. And you can die on that hill, but the net, like the end result is no man or no companion. And it's again, maybe she's okay with that. Maybe y'all are okay with that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, nobody wants to be.
They don't want to be by themselves. Nobody want to be single. Nobody want to be single.
Nobody wants
I'll be single.
Yeah.
Nobody has it's not a problem, but nobody wants to be single.
But that's the thing. You get women who say, they mince words. They say, I don't need a man, I just want a man. And I would be like, if you're heterosexual and you like men, but then you need a man by virtue of the fact that you're heterosexual. Just like you need food. Because you eat food.
You can't say you need a man like you need food.
It doesn't make you weak because you need food. You're not a weak person because you need food.
Okay.
That's the point. You're not a weak person.
I understand that.
You're not a weak person because you need water. You're not weak. It's just a part of what you are. Just accepting that is cool. And then, again, another reason that you should be accurately assessing yourself from a physical standpoint. Again, it is one component of dating. The other reason is because you feel a little better about the choices that you're making. If you say my bungalow is worth $200,000 and then somebody comes at you and say, be $50,000, you're going to feel disrespected. You're going to feel like you settling for that price if you do it. And you feeling like you settling, but you don't know, or I would assume you don't know that this is not worth $200,000. So now you feel like, well, I just had to settle for this price. Whereas if you knew it was worth $45,000 and somebody gave you $51, you'd be like, I feel good about that. I made $6,000 off of that. That's good. I made $6,000.
So you saying that if she knew she was a 6 and she got a guy that was a 7, she would be more appreciative.
She would feel better about the choice.
Feel better, and then thinking she a 10 and then get a 7 and be like, I had to settle for this 7.
Exactly. And
when that's her lane.
That's her lane.
That's mad disrespectful, B.
It's not.
It's not. I think you're being disrespectful.
It's not because then this is what I'm saying. Then she's a 10, and then when she doesn't get any 10 action, when she doesn't get any 10 results or anything like that, then what's she supposed to feel about herself?
She feel like she feeling. I'm a diamond in the rough. They don't know what I got. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know what I got.
Okay, now 40. Now you're 40. Because she's 30, I guess, or something.
Yeah, I'm 40-year-old single.
Now you're 40. Now after you 30, you did that for all your 30s. Now you're 40. Now what? Now how do you feel? Now how does she feel?
I'm a 40-year-old in the rough. Like they don't
now
know.
You're 50. Now how do you feel about that? You gonna break. You about to stop. You about to stop.
Hey,
now and that's the thing. It's not in your favor. It's to your detriment. It is not. You're doing yourself a great disservice by because the market is going to. You're not dating you. You're not dating you.
So it don't matter what you say you are, because you're not dating you. The market tells you what you are.
The market tells you what you're worth from a dating standpoint.
Yeah, just from a dating standpoint.
And that's fair, because women tell men what they're worth. That's not. It's no problem. But we still have to meet the requirements. We have to qualify.
So what about, man? Say, bring it to men so they can say you being fair. So you say the market tell us what we are.
Yes.
So is it still standards and things that we can't do? Is it still people that we can't date out of our whatchamacallit too?
Yeah. Because
so you a 6. so saying that you couldn't date a 10.
Probably not.
But you okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
Oh. Okay.
I'm okay with not dating 10.
But you like, if you get a 7, you like winning.
Winning.
And you like, shit, me and my 7.
No, 7, baby.
Run up on me for my 7.
Right.
Okay. Hey, wrap this up. Final thought. I'm gonna let you final thought it.
Look, man, just all this, like, first off, the component of entertainment. Enough of this stuff is just entertainment. Everybody's YouTube, Instagram, if they're a personality or an influencer. Entertainment first. I think when you get past the entertainment part, what he's saying, he could have better delivery. But what he's telling women, or at least trying to push women toward, in my estimation, is just a reality of their, not consequences, but a reality of their circumstances. Just a reality of your circumstances. The better and the more you know yourself, the better for you, because you can negotiate in the dating market a lot better. That's it. This is an exercise in pushing you toward your reality. Saying you're a 10 doesn't benefit you, it doesn't benefit the person that you're dating, it doesn't benefit anybody. If you know that you're a 7 or know that you're a 6, then just be a 6.
I want you to say what you think the first couple comments are going to be. I want you to say something against them right now before they, if you could go there. If you can't go there, I understand, you're a 6. But if you can go there, I want you to talk to the first,
I have a good personality.
Oh, you?
Yes, I have a good personality.
You're a 6. So if you could talk to, cause I feel like I can feel it. I feel the barrage already. I can feel it. Like in my bones, this barrage is coming at us.
Okay, so black women, before the black women are treated so poorly. Look, I understand black women need to feel good. I understand that. I do understand that. But feeling good in delusion helps nobody. It doesn't help you either. So feeling good in your reality really helps you. And again, there's a difference between confidence and delusion. So for any black woman who's going to feel triggered, please understand it's about a reality, not about putting you down. Saying you're average looking, or you look average, like, you know what I'm saying? Like most women look pretty decent.
But you wouldn't tell a girl she look average. If
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. So if you was trying, you were 6. So if you were trying to get a 7, you wouldn't be like, hey, you're about a 7. If you want to go on a date, because I'm a 6. You would say you beautiful. You're beautiful.
Right. But the component, there's a lot of unspoken components of dating. There's a lot of unspoken things about dating that we all understand. I just don't like that we have to be naive when it comes to this particular one. Because people comment on, people say we have nice skin, we have nice smiles. Most of that is just genetics. So another component of it is that you don't even control how you look. We just look like a version of our mom and dad. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't control that. You know what I'm saying?
You were 6. You don't control that.
You don't control how you look. So even if you look good, or, great by, the standards on the dating market, you can't take credit for your genetics. You can only look how you look anyway. So knowing how you look it benefits you anyway. You know what I'm saying? And look, it's not about putting yourself down. It's about saying where you are. Because that fall from grace, once you really believe you a 10 and you got to go out here and not get 10 action, that fall is pretty hard.
Michael Samuel. We gonna get on that. Let me press the button, man.
No, Michael Perkins.
I thought your name, what's your name?
Perkins.
Michael Samuel.